So the next topic in resume writing is how to write your resume summary or resume title on your resume, right? So I'm going step by step in your resume writing course so that we can understand better, right? Okay, so when I talk about summary, it should talk about the complete experience that you have, even from your previous company, current company, and everything. Let's say you have 8 years of experience and you have worked in 3 different companies. Your resume summary should talk about your complete experience, overall summary about your experience, right? Be it your first company, second company, or even third company also. So your starting line should start with your recent company experience, and then your second company, then your first company. Okay, that's how you have to go in order. And each line should specify about different skills, or each line should specify about different role that you handled or different task that you handled, anything, right? It should not be a repetition. It should not be again and again. You should not be saying about the same thing, because in your previous company also you should have done something. You should have done the same thing here as well. Don't put 2 different lines to mention about that, right? Just combine it in one line. If you are done in the current company, then make it in the top, right? So your resume summary should talk about a complete experience of yourself, right? And it can be 10 lines or it can be maximum 15 lines, not go beyond that. Okay, 8 to 10 is the ideal number of lines that you can have in a resume summary, because that looks more good, right? So that's the reason I'm telling. It's not that mandatory it should be 10 lines, but if it is 10 lines, if you are able to bring all your experience in that 10 lines, then it looks better, right? So highlight the important points, very, very important points about your experience, right? And which will help you to get your next job that you mentioned in your objective, right? So you should focus on that. If you're looking for a team lead role, if your current experience is not much into team lead, but however, if you've done 1 or 2 projects where you led the project, then talk about that more in your resume summary as well, so that recruiter understand that you are leading a project or leading a team as well, right? So that's how they get interest on your resume. So don't talk about which is least important for the employer. You should talk about the most important things for the next job, right? So that you are done basically in your last three companies that you have worked for. Okay, if it is 3 companies, or if it is more, then yes, all the companies I'm talking about. So that's how the resume summary should fit in your resume, and it can be a paragraph, but I would suggest you to go for a bulleted point so that it's clearly readable and visible for the recruiter like me to read, or the hiring manager to read. So I would suggest you to go for a bulleted points, right? Use professional bullet points there so that it looks more neat and clean, right? So that's how you write your resume summary. Resume title. What is a resume title? It's just a one-liner which talks about you, right? Who you are. So it's one-liner on the top of your resume. Even before the resume objective, you can put that, saying that 5 years into talent acquisition when hiring for IT requirements. So something like that. It should be a one line. It cannot be like 3 lines. It cannot be like 4 lines as such. It should be one line, and it should be clear and visible. You can make it a font, more font size than your resume, other font that you have in your resume, right? But it should talk about you, who you are, and what you are all about. So that one line, if the recruiter or the hiring manager read, they should be able to understand what is your experience about, right? What's your complete experience about. So that is resume title, and the resume summary can be 8 to 10 points, which should highlight about your complete experience that you had in all your companies, right? This is how you write your resume summary and resume writer. Thank you.